So I love this show because it's called Mystical Morning, and I love I love exploring the mystical side of things. And what I've really been able to tap into on my entrepreneurship journey is how our faith and energy is all connected to the success of our businesses. I have listened to speaker over speaker talk about how having some sort of connection to a being higher than us has really supported them on their journey. And today I want to talk about aura and light work because when I first came into exploring entrepreneurship, but also exploring transformational leadership, it opened up a lot of doors for me to explore my own gifts that I always knew I had, but I didn't quite know what to do with it. So I I mean, I said this before, but every single human on this planet has a special set of gifts. Clara's, if you will, like clairvoyant, all of those. I don't think any human doesn't have these gifts. Even the developmentally challenged or different, I think they actually have so many gifts. That's why they are perceived a little differently. So, um, good morning. So, what I love about this show is that we're blending the mystical, we're blending the energy with really functional ways to use it in business. And I've had amazing mentors show me the way personally. And I was at a retreat, all women's retreat, and this woman came in to speak with us, and she had these beautiful sound baths. And one of her gifts is music. And she came in and she's like, wow, the energy's like really like sizzly in here. And she just had this very calming, centering way about her. And I just had so many questions for her because I could tell she was just like one of those like spiritual beings, right? A safe place to ask questions. And you guys, like, I guess I call it like during my awakening, which I'm still in, but really starting in 2018, like I was starting to wake up and I had so many questions. I had questions about God and Jesus and why one religion's better than the other, just so many. And I asked her these questions and she's like, yeah, go ahead and ask me. I'm like, well, what do I do? And she's like, well, you can explore some things, but I have a book for you. And this book changed everything for me. And I was like, okay. And I ordered it right away. And there were a couple other women that she spoke to, and these women ordered the book too. And the book is this. It's Change Your Aura, Change Your Life. And it's just a step-by-step guide to unfolding your spiritual power. I broke another nail, if you guys are following my beauty thing. I broke one yesterday and I broke another one. Ah! It looks so good on the side. Anyways, I digress. The show was gone. This book is awesome, especially for someone like myself or for you if you're just getting started out and you're not necessarily Christian, or have a specific religion that you're following. So because I don't connect at this point in my life with Christian teachings. I think they're really beautiful and I see the love in them. And I still have a lot of judgment about Christianity, specifically Catholic, which is what my mom baptized me as. So that's my own journey. But, I have so many friends who are Christians and beautiful, and I still love going to church. It's awesome. But for those of us who are still seeking and just not quite sure, where we are, what we're doing, I found this book really, really, really awesome, because it's literally, and it says it right here, is step by step to your spiritual power. So if you're watching this, this is probably a great sign that this book is for you. And it talks about changing your aura and changing your life. So it has a ton of meditations in it, and it's a step by step, and it's really beautiful because the authors blend in their own stories, and you can see like I've marked it, like it's all dog-eared. I don't see auras personally. I feel energy. I've always felt energy. Like I'll meet someone and be like, oh, something's off about them or something like that. So for me, I knew I was a light worker. Like I knew it. I didn't necessarily like say it out loud until I was at a convention and I went to a light working I don't know, like it wasn't a workshop, but it was just like a gathering. And this woman asked me and she said, well, how long have you been a light worker? And I said, 5 seconds, because no one ever just said, how are you? How are you a light worker? So, that was the next step of my superpower mission. So every morning I come in here and I do my light work. And again, there's literally like step by step, like it takes you through it. The book's not very expensive either. This is I think it says it's $20. I don't think I even paid that much for it. And what's great about it is it's got the colors. It's got literally like a color sheet, and each color represents something. So I've really been working on my poverty conscious mindset, because it's something ancestral that I'm still like very much working on. So I bring down turquoise a lot. I'll use my good hand. So you bring down turquoise a lot, but the deep rose of love and compassion is always beautiful. And then for people who can see auras, because you guys are out there for sure. I just can't yet. You can see different auras down here. And actually, I just looked at one in color and I thought of a specific person. So I guess I can see auras. And what happens is that there's all these beautiful little, it's kind of falling apart, but there's all these beautiful drawings in here that just guide you through it. And why I'm such a stand for this is because, and I've talked about this before, when we are centered spiritually, that's when our relationships really, really powerfully connect. That's when the money flows in. That's when our creativity is sparked. And I thought that the spirituality was actually at the bottom of the list, and boy, was I wrong. And the more and more I talk about it, the more and more I connect with people and explore and read books like this, the more I realize how it's really the anchoring grounding point. So if you're feeling lost, or you're feeling kind of off balance or off center, I just invite you to connect with a book sort of like that. Whether, whatever religion you are, if you like, you've got the Quran, you've got the Bible, you've got those centers. But, if you're someone like me who's still seeking, I just found that book really, really supportive, and just asking people questions. I talk to my Christian friends a lot. I'm like, what about this? Like, I was even like asking, like, how do you pray? What's the difference between praying and meditation? Like I'm still at that exploratory, like connecting the dots of the semantics to what the spiritual is. And what I love about this book so much is that a lot of people kept telling me, like, drop in your heart. And this book talks about your higher self point, the higher self point. And actually I showed it, and there's like actually a point that they talk about up here that you connect to bring the actual light down. And for the first time, I can connect with that really easily. And there's ways that you can actually move the chakras and move the aura and the energy. And it's just, I just like a step-by-step guide once in a while, guys. So that's my gift for you today. If you have any questions, please let me know. And again, what's awesome about it is that we, especially as entrepreneurs, can be very lonely. We can live sort of lonely lives. We can kind of feel like the weight of the world's on our shoulders, even though we, as entrepreneurs, to be really successful, we can't do it alone. We actually get to have community. It still doesn't change the fact that just by design, we are usually pretty lonely wolves. So having the connection in this way has really supported, because it not only creates sisterhood and connection in our communities, but also gives you a connection to something greater than yourself. So whatever your spiritual belief is, I hope this supported you today, whoever needed to hear it. And again, if you have questions, let me know. We do a lot. I wouldn't say it's light work in the Pop Video Academy, but we do a lot of activation, exploration within your when we get out of your mind and really get into your heart, because that's really where the connections come from. And I think that's something that's really special about the pop video program, because you're the one who gets to come up with all the answers. You're the one creating your show. So if you'd like to learn more about that, as always, I'm going to pop in my calendar link. This week is I'm on a mad mission to call all of my Confident on Camera people, anyone who's in my Confident on Camera group. And I think what the next step is going to be is I'm going to call my Facebook friends. So I'm on a mad mission to connect with you guys. What we need in the world right now is connection, intimate, one-on-one connection. So I'd love it if you beat me to the call. But if not, that's fine. I'll find you soon. And for now, have a great